With music from Natasha Noorani, Adil Omar, Soch the Band, and many more, we're going to play catch up on this episode of Pakistan Now.
This is Pakistan Now with Wes Malik.
This is Pakistan Now. I'm Wes Malik, where we cover all the brand new songs coming out from the Pakistani music industry. And before we begin, I'd like to tell you a little bit about some news happening in Pakistan regarding an album. There's a band called Mughle Funk, and I love that name. It's a fantastic name. They've come out with their new album called Sultanat, and it's a must listen to. If you can get a copy of it or get your hands on it on the internet, please listen to it. But let's dive into the music that we have today. And we're playing catch up, and we're going to be playing songs which are close to about a month old as of today. Let's start off with one of the premier rappers from Pakistan. There are very few rappers who rap in English, and there's even less who have done international collaborations with guys like Exhibit and Elephant and many, many more. His name is Adil Omar, and he's out with a new track called Mastery with a very eclectic video, to say the least. Here it is.
Take a solid skeleton and throw some bars on it. Build a sonic landscape and throw guitars on it. And even when you make it, it ain't shit until you're naked and revealing all your scars on it. I could look you in the eye and see a clear flinch. To you the battle wounds, to me it's just a mere pitch. Write about me in a work of fiction, the kind of glow a man will get after he serve a mission. No quarter night trial flows. This is for the sick, obsessive, borderline psychos. And as it turns you socio, the world just morphs into the background noise of symphonies inside your orchestra. From the highest as a purpose-driven work and repetition till it's wired in your nervous system. Words of wisdom are required to recurse sufficiency. Eternal blessing when you're high beyond this worldly tricking. 13 years of slavery, seeing scoundrels as kings, doubt and fear, erase brave. Reap rewards of the years you gave. Embrace your legendhood long before you near the grave. Save.
Adil Omar with Mastery there. One person who has been at the forefront of music for the last several years, but not in terms of singing, has been a wonderful lady named Natasha Noorani. And she is a very young person who has organized a wonderful musical festival in Lahore called the Lahore Music Meet. And she's one of the founders. And it's basically her and several other people's idea which came to life. And it's 3 or 4 years running now this year. And it collects all the musicians and artists from Pakistan, and they have live music, and they hold discussions and workshops on music and the music industry. Natasha Noorani also sings, and she's come out with a new track called Occupy, and she's got a wonderful style and a very dignified sense of music. Here's our latest. On Pakistan Now, we like to cover all the latest songs, and one new song that has come out from a band who is actually, appearing on Nescafe Basement is Soch the Band. Yeah, think about that for a little while. I love these guys. Adnan Dhul and Rabi Ahmed are very talented, and I really like one of their songs from several years ago called Nere Nere Vas, and I played that a lot on radio. And there's a new song they've got out called Befikre, which I think will gain a lot of momentum and a lot of radio airplay because they're so active these days. You can find them on tour all the time. Let's take a look at Befikre.
घर से किनारा करके खुद को आवारा करके अपनी ही बनाई दुनिया थोड़ी अय्याशी करके थोड़ा गुजारा करके हमने है कमाई खुशियाँ ये जहां जैसा भी है तू अपना जैसा भी है इस नजर
This is Pakistan Now. I'm Wes Malik, and this is a no-nonsense show about new music from the Pakistani music industry. Today we're playing catch-up, and there are a couple of songs we need to talk about. One in particular called Toady the Smoker. It's got a very unique name, very different kind of name, but it's noteworthy because, first of all, it came out 4 months ago and it just won the Rock Song of the Year according to VIMA. Now, the VIMA Awards are participated by many bands from Singapore and the Philippines and India and Pakistan, and KW and the Face Down Movement won Rock Song of the Year with a gold standard for Toady the Smoker. KW is Khurram Waqar. He's the lead guitarist and founding member of Qiyas, which is thus disbanded. So he started a new band, and this is one heavy song. So we got Khurram Waqar to talk about his win, maybe his future projects, what's going on with him. Let's listen to what Khurram Waqar has to say.
Hi everyone, this is KW. My band KW and the Face Down Movement just won the Rock Song of the Year 2018 at the VIMA Music Awards. It's a very, very proud moment for Pakistan, for actually all the independent musicians in Pakistan who are doing original content. Very humbling experience. We were up against bands from all across Asia. Malaysia, Indonesia, Taiwan, Singapore, Hong Kong, Sri Lanka, India, Nepal. There were lots of bands. Again, it shows that if you make music, believe in what you're doing, and make original music, that's what I was trying to say, things will happen. So moving forward, a lot of more original content coming your way. Again, it's going to be independent, and it's going to be much faster now, the pace actually. And big shout out to Mr. Wes Malik, the good friend of mine. So here goes.
Thank you very much, Khurram, for that. Now, let's take a sneak peek, or a little clip of Toady the Smoker. So Adil Omar isn't the only rapper who's coming out with new music. There's also OCL, who's been making music on and off for about 15 years now. I've known him for a good 10. He's been active, dropping one or two singles a year. He should be dropping at least a single a quarter. I think that's the bare minimum for an artist these days, but he is really, really doing his best, coming out with really great videos and really great songs. He came out with a song for Valentine's Day called Dil. Let's hear from OCL, Osama Cum Laude, and let's listen to the song.
10 years, that's a long time, you're right. Excellent question. See, my thing is, I'm okay with it because as long as I can build a platform with something that's not completely unrelatable to me, with the whole comparison and the doppelganger and lookalike thing, that's fine because it's related to stuff that I like, or I sort of sort of strive for, not necessarily to look like that, but to have that mentality, to have that warrior like mentality, to have that superhero like mentality. So I mean, at the end of the day, I'm cool with it. I'm okay with it. I'm not the sort that'll be like, oh no, I'm gonna lose my I believe I'm confident enough, and I know I can overcome that and let people know and show them what I'm really all about.
No one could ever be even flyer. Loving you make me feel the fire. I'ma take us to the top and higher, baby.
Well, that's a fun song right there. That's OCL with Dil. Okay, last song on today's episode is by Ali Sethi, who is a great classical singer. I mean, ever since I've been listening to music, I've been a big fan of Muhammad Rafi, and because of Muhammad Rafi, I've been a big fan of Sonu Nigam. Now, Ali Sethi does not sound like them or emulate them, but I feel he has the soul of, he's cut from the same cloth and the same material, and I rank him way up there with those two guys. Although it may be premature to say so, but he's one of the best classical singers I've ever come across, and I love him. He's come out with a new track called Chandni Raat, and stay tuned. You should follow him on Facebook, because there's a lot of fantastic announcements, and he's going to be amongst the stars in terms of soundtracks with films, alongside of Lana Del Rey and such. So this man is going places, and he's going to go very, very far. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you've got a submission, and if you'd like to send me a video or a song, or if you've got to something to discuss, well, email it to me at wes@wesmalik.com. I'll talk to you in the next video.
चांदनी रात बड़ी देर के बाद आई है चांदनी रात बड़ी देर के बाद आई है लब पे एक बात बड़ी देर के बाद चांदनी रात बड़ी देर के बाद